Hello guys, just going to do a quick audio check before we start the stream today. Okay guys, it's all working well. We're all good, so just go ahead and get it started. There we go guys. Alright, that call sign box is now way in the wrong place after yesterday. Obviously we had quite a long call sign yesterday, didn't we? Not a long call sign, but we did quite a bit with it, didn't we? We used it to say what legs we were using. There we go, all done. Cool. So today we're flying from Krakow to Thessaloniki, and then on Saturday we're going to be flying out of Thessaloniki to do some Greek island hopping. So that is the plan for the next couple of streams. I'm going to get the desktop audio up for you guys. So without further ado, let's get on with what we're doing today. Now, for some reason, the aerodrome chart for Thessaloniki isn't loading in, so we're not going to have a ground chart for Thessaloniki, sadly. I might try and get one off Vatsim, Greece, later on in the stream, but for now we're okay. I think airport briefing, I remember they had this, they had like an airport briefing system. It's really cool actually, and they have it for all of their airports, and it has like all sorts of systems. They go LGTS, they go, and we're going to use, so it's kind of odd. They've only got ILS on 2 of their runways down there. It's a bit of an odd looking place really, so we're going to use that for our thing today. They might have what runway is being used today. They might have that. Yeah, they do. So apparently they are departing runway 3. They're arriving runway 34 today. That is the plan. So we'll keep that open. Runway 34, which is not what we were told by SimBrief. But I looked at the weather and I thought what SimBrief said was wrong. So runway 34 we'll plan for now. Anyway, before doing any of that, let's go ahead. I think I just clicked something, I'm not sure what, but we'll go ahead and connect ourselves to Vatsim. Call sign today is Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee. Type code 738. Go ahead and connect that and file our flight plan. So that's all good. We'll go ahead and get the smart cars up. That's the thing that tracks flights. That just showed up, didn't it, on there? So flights start. Vatsim and start. Cool.
Welcome aboard,
that's now running in the background. So right, let's get on with today's flight finally then. So also a bit of news, I bought the Quality Wing 787. I've tried it out. It's a lovely plane, well worth the money. To be fair, it's a very, very good quality add-on. So I won't be bringing that to you till next week on the channel. I'm going to learn how to fly it tomorrow. And then next week we'll get to see it on the channel. So without sort of, let's get on with it today. So ground connections, let's get ground power turned on and get our AP off to start with. The emergency lights and all that quick stuff. Get the prop heat on and ready. And yeah, let's get on with today's flight. So go down to fuel. Today we are taking 7703 kilos of fuel, none in the centre tank then. Payload, we have 110 packs on board this afternoon, sorry. 110. We have 2,000 kilos of cargo, plus whatever else we discover we have, based on the zero fuel weight. So zero fuel weight 52.1, actual zero fuel weight 55.2. So when I add another 1550 to both. Oh wait, no. I should have put in 2550. I forget. There you go. There. 55.2, cool. And reserves today are 1. Again, final reserves are 1. So, cool. Let's go ahead and set, this is all set in here now. We'll sort out the reserves and things like that later. Right, doors, go over to the doors page, close the front door, and then we'll open it again when they ask. And then, yeah, so passengers 110, select, use Swissport, and let them do their thing. We'll just set this up for now. Right, flight director's coming on the auto throttle for later. Gets into this mode. Right, press B, we'll reset our QNH down to 1020, which is what the QNH is today. Right, positioning it. We are here at EPKK, Echo Papa Kilo Kilo. Now, obviously, unfortunately, we are having to park over here. We can't park in the main terminal as it doesn't work, sadly. What the? There's a Ryanair here, and it's loading in as a Cessna. That's really strange. Is it actually a Cessna? No, it's a 737. Okay, there's a weird glitch going on there. It's actually a 737, but for whatever reason it's showing up as a Cessna. I'm not going to ask why. Right, 122.8. Unicom. Right, so, and then here at Krakow today, runway 25 according to the weather, and... Oh, I think I need to plug in the route first. What's that with me? Right, route, EPKK down to out, GTS. Let's turn on and go, open our doors. And there, we can put it in now. So we are going from runway 25 on the Regto 1 Juliet. So let's go ahead and find that, that's there, runway 25. I should have selected runway 25 first. From Regto, it's direct to Lenov. And then after Lenov, oh wait, which Lenov do we want? There's 2. Let's have a look at the coordinates of Lenov. Let me find it. There you go, Lenov, North 4920, that's this one here. And then after Lenov, we are going to Keked. To Parak. And then on to L617.
I'm doing good.
To Raksad. From Raksad, it's direct to Rugas. And then we're jumping on UN 128.
Hello.
To FSK. Cool. Activate that, and then arrival. The arrival's out of date as we are now using runway 34. We're not going to have an R. We're going to use an RNAV 34, and we're going to use the FSK 3 Papa by the looks of that. So get that sorted, obviously, because we were planned to use runway 16. However, it's the wrong runway. Let's get that sorted out now. It's obviously the wrong runway. So that's now sorted. Let's go ahead and get our init ref sorted. So 0 fuel weight, that's correct. Reserves are 1. Cost index today 44. Cruise out, no, transition altitude 6,500 at Krakow from what I remember last time. 370, and we'll check the cruise wind in a moment. Once I have logged into Vatsim, Greece. There we go.
Hello.
Where is it? Sim brief. Cruise winds are today going to be 311 at 9. Air distance slight. So it's looking like we're going to have a slight tailwind today. Like our air distance is 641, ground distance 649. Right, so basically no wind today. No deviates on the takeoff. Flaps 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Costing cruise center of gravity. Trim 4.44. Let's set that in there. And V-speeds V2 145.
Hello.
And I'm silly, I realised I should have put this in earlier. I keep forgetting. 260 at 7. The wind here today in Krakow. So I'll go ahead and punch that in, and then that'll delete our takeoff speeds. even though they're the same takeoff speeds. Cool. So 649, we're looking for 682. I forgot we had to select a new runway, didn't we? So we've added about 40 miles onto our journey, unfortunately, with the new runway, but oh well. Select the weather radar, turn that on, and then make sure it selects to weather and turbulence. Weather's looking pretty calm today. Down in Macedonia, Thessaloniki is looking absolutely lovely, and down in... I did actually enter in the wrong wind, believe it or not. It's very sunny here as well, down in Krakow. So I actually entered the wrong wind. I entered in the winds for Thessaloniki, which is a bit silly of me. It's 250 at 13. They're very similar winds, actually, but oh well. There, that will have deleted our takeoff speeds again. Let's go put those in. Cool. So it wants me to close the doors now. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and close all our doors. Right. Get our APU on. These can come on. Packs coming off, ready for takeoff. Cruising today 370, so we'll get that plugged in there. ANAV, VNAV, up to 370. Heading, about 250. Cool. We should be good to go. Get the fuel pumps turned on now. Everything is all on and ready to go. We've got no ATC at the moment, however there is some in our area. Runway 25, and it's the Regto on Juliet Star. Nope, Sid. I'm typing on here. One. Cool, that is everything all plugged in. We'll get TCAS set over to 2000 or something. Actually, it's 2200. Get TARA on there. There they go. Our APU is fired up, so off goes the ground power. We will set our parking brakes, then get rid of the ground power, get rid of the wheel chocks, and get this into the progress page. Cool. 677 miles now. That's the length of our flight. Let's check before we leave. Check our SID. So where is it? The Regto 1 Juliet. Straight out restriction of 140 above, 170 or above. So there's a couple of restrictions in terms of or above, and then after that, that's basically it. So for now, we'll leave that. We'll look at the departure a bit later on. Weather and turbulence is set in there, ready in case we end up with some bad weather, which we very well might. Also, runway 10 and 28 are closed down at Thessaloniki. That's one thing quite important to note there then. So today's route's mostly direct. It's looking a bit off maybe in parts. Right, go ahead and let's start our push and start. Now we are taking off of runway 25. That's going in that direction, so we want to push back to the right. And then taxi down there and then get on our way from there. So get that set to where it originally started there.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Cool, we're all connected to Vatsim, we're all ready to go. I'm liking the look of all this. Cool. It's going to wait today. Estimated flight time should be about an hour and 39 minutes. Block time 2 hours and 7. Something like that is what we're looking at today.
Locking gear.
Right, auto brakes into the RTA position. We'll set flaps once we get moving. Get our engine thing down there ready. And wait for GSX to start pushing this thing back. We're going to the right today.
Departure check completed. Commencing bin inserted. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, engine 2 is coming on now.
On behalf of the cabin and crew,
And we'll start the block time clock. Right, engine should start firing up good. Go ahead and introduce fuel. And let that one fire up. Right, engine number 1's going to start firing up now. And we'll go ahead and get our beacon light on. And get our taxi light on. I'm going to introduce fuel on engine number 1 now. Cool, that means the engines are all going to fire up, put them back to that position. Right, flaps, we'll set 5. 1, 2, 5. There we go. And there we go, we are pushing back, ready for takeoff. Make sure my thrusters are properly set. Right. So in terms of ATC, Beograd Centre, like radar, are online. We have got a Skyways, we've got a Fly UK A321 on approach. It is currently at 21,000 feet, so I think it's flying past the airport, maybe, to land. We'll see.
Set parking
Right,
brakes.
set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Yep, we've got good engine start. Right, actually, let's get on engine power. APU's coming off. Packs can come back on. Engine into the continuous position. There we go. We are now all ready to get ourselves down to Thessaloniki today. Looking quite quiet down there in Thessaloniki. Not too many planes on their way down there, so let's have a look. There it is. There's one plane on its way down from Gatwick. It's going to be there in about an hour's time, so it'll be there before us easily. We'll see what that Skyways ends up doing.
Unlocking gear.
But it's at 17,000 feet for now, so it shouldn't be much of a problem to us. Right, what is the QNH here?
Tow truck disconnect.
Just so I can set it.
Bypass
It's
bin.
1020 still. Cool. Already nice and sunny above Krakow today. Flaps 5 is set. And everything is ready to go. Just check we've done all this. So we've done a quick recall check. Cool. Trim we set. Flaps all ready. Start switches into continuous. All ready for takeoff. Cool. So once we get the confirmation from GSX, we will get underway.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Just need to wait for them to say have a good trip, and then we'll get underway down here today. I'm hoping that Skyways is working. Had a good trip, cool. Let's get underway now. Let's get down to that airport. These headphones have started doing the same ones my other ones do, where the microphone falls around to the other. They are the same model, so it wouldn't surprise me if the same glitch affected both of them. Right, taxi down here, Bravo, and then we'll get onto the runway and get out of here. So I'll check now on the notes for the flight. We are apparently due to pass through LYBA Centre for about half hour's time, so I'm 40 minutes into the flight, so we might have some ATC later on through Beograd radar. I'm not sure what country that is, so that's nice. We might have some ATC. Who knows? We might end up with some ATC, which will be good. It'd be very nice for us to have some ATC today, but we'll see what we end up with. So yeah, cruising tape 370. I think I already mentioned that, obviously. I should have. Right. Now, that Fly UK looks quite far away. Where is it currently? Let's refresh on that spy. It is currently at 10,000 feet. Is that... What's that? Are they birds? Oh, they're birds. Okay, we'll have to watch them. Watch those pesky birds.
Life vests are located in a pouch under your seat and between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch
So I've put on Unicorn that we're taking off. If I receive anything to say wrong from an approach, I will send something. Right, slow it down here. On go the landing lights, on go the runway turn-offs, off go the taxi lights. And yeah, let's get on to the runway. Quick recall, we're all good. Right, let's get ourselves parked up on the runway here. Cool, right, start the clock and up to 40%. Toga. And away we go, everybody. SB is live. 80 knots.
V1.
There's V1.
V1.
Rotate.
V2.
Positive rate, gears going up. Wind not too bad today, looking at that. Okay. They follow our path. Follow the little pink cross on our flight display. Quite a quick climb out, actually. Looking at that, and then it starts to pitch down a little bit. Okay, it's starting to pitch the aircraft down now, and speed's coming up, so approaching 180 knots now. Right, flaps coming back now. Back to flaps 1. Alright, fully retract the flaps now. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get this thing into autopilot. And there we go. Right, these can go into the off position. Off go the runway turn-offs. Check the packs are on. I'm pretty sure I remember turning them on. Yes, I did. Cool, we're all good. Oh, a little bit of turbulence there, maybe. Is what that was. Is there a speed limit? Yeah, there is. Let's say we're going quite slowly. That's because there was a speed limit. Right, off we go then. Cool, we are now in the air. All brakes into the off position. Passing 6,000, standard pressure. We are actually climbing quite quickly. Obviously, we do have to be above 6,500 here, and then above 14,000 a bit later on. There we go. Everything is all working, so you can settle in for a bit of a nice flight now. Right, that's above 10,000. Off go the landing lights. Cruising pretty quick, climbing pretty quickly so far today. Obviously, it's probably because the restrictions freaking the plane out. Knowing this. No clouds by the looks of it really today, so we're pretty good. Speed's increasing up to the speed that this airplane wants. Let's set our landing speed in there ready. Right, let's have a check if we've done everything. So air conditioning and pressure, yes. Landing gear, yes. Water brake, yes. Flaps, yes. Alternatives, yes. Cool, everything is all set up then. After takeoff. Passing 13,000 feet today now. Looks nice out the window. We had some lovely weather going into Krakow, and that lovely weather's just kept happening. So yeah, we might have some ATC later on, provided they come online. They have been online now for an hour and a half, so they might not still be online later. I'll use this as an opportunity actually to check that my audio for Vatsim's working. It is cool. As we know, ever since that happened once, I'm now constantly on it. In case it doesn't work. Right, we're going good. We've not quite at the end of the SID yet. Put this into 80 nautical mile range now. Actually, before we do that, let's have a look at our route today. So, on the SID, then straight down on our route, and then it is a bit of a messed up landing, isn't it? It's a little bit all over the place. We have to fly directly over the airport, and then we're flying around and then in. It's okay though. Right, and then now once we are facing in, once we're facing straight ahead, on will go the seatbelt sign. I mean off, obviously. Right, plane's straightened out now, so let's go ahead and off go the seatbelts. Yeah, there's 18,000, and there we go. That is us in the air. Yeah, no clouds at all. Doesn't look like we're going to have any clouds for ages. I've got no weather or anything like that showing up, so we are pretty good. And we should, as I said, we should have about 40 minutes into the flight. We will reach LYBA's ATC area, and we might get some ATC. We are actually, no, we're not going into LZ. So going from, we are in LHCC for a bit, which is, we are sort of passing through all the different ones. We're going from LZBB and then into EPWW again, and then back into LZBB, and then after that it's LHCC and then into LYBA, which is what's online. So yeah, about 40 minutes into the flight we might have some ATC, but other than that there is currently nothing, and Thessaloniki is looking pretty empty. There is a flight in Cologne at the moment, but however Cologne's a much longer flight and it hasn't even left yet, so Thessaloniki will probably be quite empty when we get down there. I'm not expecting it to be that busy. Right, and we'll have a look at our star charts and approach charts in a bit. We'll do that once we're at cruise. For now then, we can just enjoy the climb up and out of Poland. So we are passing flight level 240 now in a bit. What time was the weather from? I will check in. So LGTS, that's the weather. 260 at 7 at the moment is the weather. 20 degrees down there, QNH 1019. So got some nice weather down in Thessaloniki. Absolutely no clouds at all reported. So it looks like we're going to have something pretty nice. And obviously the wind's only at 7 knots, so pretty gentle winds. Might be a slight crosswind on landing, so hopefully they don't get that bad. Obviously, as I don't have any rudder control. Actually, I do. That's a lie. If I use my mouse yoke, I'll have to use two yokes at the same time. To activate the mouse yoke, but hopefully that isn't a thing that ever happens. Hopefully we'll have some good weather down there. I do quite like the Ryanair livery. Like, when I think about it, it's actually quite a nice livery to have. Been in the air 10 minutes, off the blocks 6 minutes ago. So, how long does the airplane think? We've had 10 minutes in the air, and the airplane thinks we have... Airplane thinks we have 2 hours, 1.5 hours, is that, left? 1 hour and 28 left, so that means about an hour and 40 minutes flight time we're going to have today. Which is what I was expecting originally. Right, this thing has now started to climb quite slowly. We've just reached the end of the SID now at Regto. Now we're on to our route. We'll start our landing altitude actually. So landing altitude is 72, so we'll set 50. I don't know why we are climbing quite slowly, but we are. We've still got like 40 miles left until top of climb, that's probably why. 600 miles to go in total, so it's not too long a flight today. It was originally going to be shorter if we got to use runway 16, but 16, according to the Vatsim Greece website, the Hellenic Vatsim website, runway 16 is currently closed. So according to the weather, it's saying that we should be using, it says we should be arriving on runway 34, and that was last updated 29 minutes ago. So it is going to be a bit of a crosswind today, sadly. But that's what we've got to deal with today, so... Yeah, it is a bit of a crosswind, it's a shame, but... What can we do? Luckily it's only 7 knots at the moment, so... It's not that bad. Let's have a look at our arrival. Actually no, we'll do it once we're at cruise. We'll do it once we're at cruise, but yeah. So above 310 now, so we've got 6,000 feet left to go until cruise. Cruising today at Mach 079, so 789 today, so very quick by the looks of it. Ground speed 467 at the moment, so we're getting a 10 knot tailwind at the moment, which is rather nice. It's not a massive amount obviously, but it's a little bit, which is nice. So passing 33,000 coming up now in a bit. So yeah, I don't know, it is normally, it does normally take a reasonable amount of time to cruise. We've got 150 nautical mile gap after this waypoint. That's the biggest waypoint gap we have the whole time. Looking at that. Nice view out the window, I'd say. Looks very nice. Out there, somewhere. We're currently over Poland, I think. Actually, we're just crossing into Slovakia. Yeah, I'm not sure what country we are actually going into later, but how will I be at Beograd? Serbia, maybe? So we're passing flight level 350 now. So we're basically at cruise now, not long to run. This thing's climb speed is just like totally dropped off now. It's crazy. It's totally dropped off. Right, we're almost at cruise now, so then we can have a look at our charts for arrival. There's a little altitude horn to tell us we are approaching the altitude that is set for us. Sometimes it works, like, where, like, there you go, there's 37,000, we have reached cruise altitude. We've currently got a ground speed of 461 knots, got a 15 knot tailwind, something like that. And there we go, guys. We are at cruise Mach 795, which is a bit higher than originally planned. I think that will go down. Anyway, let's have a look at today's charts. So, right, where is this? There you go. FSK, Fisker. So, flight level 110, is it above or below? It could be below. Flying there's basically direct. I think the approach chart is what we're more interested in. We're planning on the RNAV Y, although I'm not sure which one's better. The RNAV Zulu has lower minimums, so we'll use Zulu then. I think we'll use. They're both suitable for all the planes, but it might be easier. So we'll use Zulu because it's got the better minimums. Minimums today are going to be 904. So I'll go ahead and set that now. 904. So quite high up, but not that high up. It's about It's 882 radio altitude. So 904 is our minimums. I think our minimums will not be a problem today. Cool, that's our minimums set, and we are all good to go on the Arnav Zulu, which I'll make sure to set now. And then this is our star, so I'll just check that's all correct, and then yeah, we're all good. There's not really much to check today, so you know, less complicated charts than sometimes we have to deal with. Yeah, 110 or above is put in there at FSK. Just to make sure we've got the correct arrival in there then. Arnav Zulu, runway 34. And I think we should use a transition actually. Let's have a look at our approach. And there you go. I'm thinking maybe Apzok we'll use as our transition. Head directly over the airport to Apzok and then head inward. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll use an Apzok transition. So select that Apzok. Execute that. Let's look at our arrival now to make sure everything's all in there correctly. Something may have been messed up here. So we head in. Oh, never mind, we won't use a transition. Using a transition actually just is a pain. It adds 10 miles onto our journey and messes the whole approach up. So we'll go without a transition today. The approach looks pretty good actually, as it is. We've got anything to plug into our aircraft? Doesn't look like it. Have we got anything we can set? Transition altitude is 6,000. Set that. And is there like a localizer we can tune to or anything like that? There's no mention of anything we can tune to on here. I'm looking around. No, we haven't got anything today, so we will leave it, I think. I can't see anything we need to tune to here. There's no like thing sticking out that says tune to this frequency. Okay, oh well. We'll leave that for now then. That's our arrival all set up and ready then. 390 miles to go until descent, so 50 minutes. Set that into map mode. Up to 80 knots, no, up to, yeah. That lovely look outside, look at that. Nice sort of clear land down there. Where are we currently over? We're currently over Hungary. And we are heading towards the Beograd radar. We should be there in about 15 minutes, so we might have some ATC in the next 15 minutes or so. Ground speed slowed down a bit now. There they go. So yeah, down to Mach 789, which is what was planned. Cool. All right. So that should be good then. Fuel's all good for landing. We'll have plenty of fuel. So we can relax now, Mad Chili fans. Should get there in about, this is saying 1 o'clock, no, 2 o'clock Zulu, so about an hour from now. However, we are adding a bit of time onto our journey. We're only about 60 miles onto our journey compared to being direct. I'll refresh this page now to see if we're going to have, there you go, 41 minutes ago. No, so we've had no update on the weather, like on what runway's active. Check our conditions on here again, yeah. So 12:20 looks like the last update we had. It looks like it's maybe hourly at Thessaloniki. Actually, there could be one about to come in for 12:50. We'll see. Wait and see what ends up popping up. Thessaloniki itself, now the flight to Gatwick, we're getting there 40 minutes, something like that, after it. And there is a plane in Cologne, but again, Cologne's really far away from where we've taken off, and it's not, hasn't even left the tarmac yet. So 737, 41,000 feet it's cruising. That's a bit high. But yeah, so, and there's obviously a flight from Gatwick, but that is going to be landing before us by about 40 minutes. So for now, we're all good. ATC is still online down in Beograd radar, so hopefully they're still online when we get to them, because they have been online an hour and 46 minutes now. So if they've got a 2-hour slot time, they will be coming offline a little bit after us. We'll see. Right. I can now see our arrival airport and like everything on all on one radar now. So we are, like, in terms of direct, we're 450 miles from Thessaloniki, so not too far. It's going to take us, we've got about an hour and 12 minutes to run, according to this. So we've got a fair amount of time to go yet. It's looking nice and clear out there at the moment, so nice. We've got some ATC online, obviously. So yeah, we should be reaching them in about 13 minutes time. And in 11 minutes time, they will have been online for 2 hours. So hopefully they don't disconnect after 2 hours. Actually, is it Serbia? If I know it's Serbia for certain, I think it might be. Let's check Vatsim. Actually, I can just check Beograd radar. And that might tell me. It might tell me what time they're going to come offline. It doesn't really say. Oh well. I'm not seeing anything yet, so we'll leave it. I can't really find anything that suggests what time they're coming offline or anything like that, so for now, hopefully, we'll just hope that they're not flying for just 2 hours and that they will be online. Why does my phone always have to fall off at just some random point? Like, nothing even happens, it just randomly falls from where it is on the monitors. Actually, if I move my OBS up a bit, there you go, I can put my phone without it blocking any parts of my monitor, so it won't fall now. There you go, problem solved. Problem is solved. Yeah, 14:02 estimated arrival time right now. I might actually change that font of the ETE because the numbers look quite odd. For now, we'll leave it as it is for today. Might change it in no time. I'm looking forward really to Saturday's stream. doing some more Greek iron topping, and then obviously we're flying the little 737-600. I actually loaded it in to see what it looked like, and it is actually quite a small aircraft. It's quite funny. So we'll be heading from Juneau down to Yellowknife for that flight. Should be pretty fun, I'm hoping. I've got no tailwinds or headwind line. Actually, it's a headwind of like 1 knot. So, it's nothing. Nice look. It looked quite nice down there. 0 clouds. Look at that. No clouds at all. It's a lovely day down there. Look at active sky. Let's have a look. There you go. We've got some updated weather for Thessaloniki. It's now 260 at 8 knots. Still no clouds. 20 degrees. It's so warm. Yeah, no clouds for the whole of today's route. Looking at that. No clouds at all. None over Greece. None for the whole route. That's lovely. That's nice. Yeah, and they're still using runway 34 down in Thessaloniki. That's cool. So it looks like we'll be using 34 when we get down there in Thessaloniki. Now, obviously, we haven't got a ground chart for Thessaloniki, but I do have what the gates are. It's a bit pixely, the actual Google Maps image of it, but I can see roughly what we're doing. So we're coming in on that runway there, and then we'll vacate. We'll probably take like stand 1 or stand 4, 5. One of those basically. They're all free at the moment, as there is nothing on the ground currently. But it's looking like that's what we're probably going to use. Cool. And I mean, I'll check Ryanair. They use stand 2. I highly doubt that they only use stand 2. Right, okay. Doesn't sound quite right to me, that one. Hopefully we'll get a decent landing today. I mean, we had a lovely landing in Juneau. It was a slightly off approach. We've got 2 planes approaching here, actually. We have an Austrian A330. And I'm not sure what that code is, DHK. I'm not really sure what that code is, but they're both, one's going from Bucharest to Gatwick, the other's going from Tel Aviv to Vienna. So they're heading in the same direction. They're about to pass me. One's 2,000 feet above me, the other's 2,000 feet below me. I don't think they'll pass me in the right point though, really. So since Krakow, we've gone direct to Krakow, and the other way is 185 miles, so we haven't covered too much distance, but obviously we have been in the air 32 minutes, so yeah, 32 minutes since taking off, so 33 minutes now, so it should be about an hour and 5, yep, an hour and 5 until we touch down in Thessaloniki, not bad, and we should be descending in about 40 minutes, not long at all then, 40 minutes, so we might actually descend while we still have ATC, possibly, we will see. Yeah, we are coming up on, I reckon we'll have ATC in about, 7 minutes-ish, 7-8 minutes, which is what Simbri said originally. Simbri said 40 minutes into the flight, we would be getting ATC. But it didn't say we'd be getting ATC, but it said we'd be getting that. Yeah, it is Serbia we're heading over. Yeah, literally at Parak, we enter their airspace. So we're entering their airspace in, about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So we are about 1 minute ahead of schedule at the moment. So we enter Serbian airspace in 43 miles, so at some point we might get a contact me message from the controller, so I'll go ahead and pre-tune their frequency. So 123,775. There. So their frequency is now pre-tuned into there, and I'll activate it if we get a call. Oh, speaking of which, there is the call. Let's tune to that frequency then. Yeah, 12377, cool. Right, get ready to write down the score
Easy
codes.
2087, leaving my sector, Unicom 122.8.
Unicom 122, easy 227, bye-bye.
Hello, this is Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee, flight level 370.
Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee, Belgrade set squawk 5354.
Set squawk 5354, Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee. Right, cool. Squawk 5354.
Localizer runway 32 established, terminal 0.
001, wind 230 degrees, 7 knots, runway 32, clear land.
Cool, right, we're all set on here, so we will go ahead and set that. So we are now on ATC, we might have them for the next half hour or so.
Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee identified 370, continue.
Cool. So we are just continuing as planned for now. It doesn't look like we're going to have any waypoints or anything like that. Yeah, even if we get told to go direct to somewhere, it won't really cut our journey at all, as we are basically heading straight through Serbia. There's lots of waypoints, but they are in a straight line, so we'll leave. There's a plane heading in the opposite direction to us, 2,000 feet above us. Not sure what plane that is actually. Is it this? There you go, I've updated it. Don't know what plane it is. I don't think it's the Austrian. Who knows? Who knows? Can I see a little contrail ahead of us? I think I can. That's that plane. It's not quite in range of what I can see at the moment inside the game, but nice. The frequency is actually quite quiet, really, thinking about it. Like, the controller has now been online 2 hours almost. Yeah, the controller has now been online 2 hours, and they're not going offline by the looks of it, so that's cool. We'll have ATC for a little bit longer. So we're meant to exit their sector about 1 hour and 10 minutes into the flight, so we should have them for the next half hour. Are we descending in the next half hour? No, we're descending a little bit after that, so it doesn't really look like we're going to talk to this ATC at all, really. I don't think anything's going to happen. It'll just be a case of, well, basically we enter the sector and then we leave it again. Because it is actually very quiet. I mean, it's probably because it's like Serbia said, there's not many planes over Serbia. It doesn't tend to be that busy, so. Oh, network still says VFR flying. That was a bit dumb of me. Oh dear, I forgot to change that. Let me change that now. He still said VFR flying. Yeah, we're on Vatsim, guys. I just noticed that. Oh well. Well, there we go. We're on Vatsim, we're not VFR. Obviously. So we've got 79 miles to go to our next waypoint now. Just heading straight ahead, really. We're out. Oh, we've just crossed an hour into the stream. That's interesting. That's nice. So yeah, how long is it now to go? 393 miles to go. So still quite a while to go yet. About an hour, I reckon. Just under an hour, maybe. Yeah, 58 minutes. Left to run, so we're almost approaching the halfway point. It's lovely weather down there, look at that, no clouds at all, absolutely nothing. Very nice. Someone's trying to talk now and it's just like weird voice and then they just keep disconnecting right instantly. Okay.
Armado 001, runway 32 vacated.
There.
Armado 001, welcome Tiva taxi, stand number 5.
Stand number 5, Armado 00.
This has got to be like the quietest frequency I've ever heard. Like, it's just empty. Like, there's quite a few planes around here, but it's just empty. I don't know why it's so quiet on frequency, but it just is. Like, there's no planes really. We've got a couple of planes, just nothing really popping up. It's interesting, really. It does look nice, this plane, that's for certain. It does look very good. So yeah, as I said, the plan now for tomorrow, no, next week now, we are going to be flying the 787 Dreamliner. I don't know, I'm not sure what we're going to do with it totally. Because the thing with the 787 Dreamliner, we are going to have to do probably, one flight per stream for certain. So we'll see. I don't know. We're going to be finishing out in Europe in Athens. I was thinking I could fly from Athens to Heathrow with Fly UK, but it is quite a long flight from what I remember, isn't it? I think it's like 1,300 miles. So maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't know. The longest one I've ever done is like 2.5 hours on stream. So we could do that to get used to the plane, but wait and see. What do they do out of Athens? Fly UK. Athens. Let's have a look. So yeah, they operate a 787 to Heathrow every day, but it's 1,300. It's 1,360 miles. So maybe not gonna do. There's a cargo that's 757. Never mind. So there's no real short flights they do out of Athens, Fly UK. So we probably won't be using Fly UK out of Athens because I'm just planning next week's streams. Let's have a look at.
Belgrade, good afternoon. Line of motion file for Papa flight level 350 direct Kerop.
Roll the motion for Alpha Papa Belgrade identified.
Actually, I think we should fly to Ibiza. Oh no, Ibiza's a bit far. Oh well, can't do a
Thermal
beef then.
001, tak, stand 5, thank you for ATC, have a nice day.
001, thanks for flight to Tivat, and see us again. Bye-bye.
I think we should fly to Catania maybe. We might fly to Catania on Thursday afternoon, and then from Catania maybe something, I don't know. I'd love to fly the 787 next week, that's for certain. Maybe we can do it within the US or something, I don't know. But I definitely want to do 787 next week. Right, it's 2:20, so we might have had some new weather through. No, not yet. So, oh well. We won't have any new weather yet. Sadly. The weather will be coming through in about 15 minutes, I reckon. It's always a bit delayed, obviously. They're using runway 34, the EasyJet. So using 34, that's what we're using. Yeah, cool. So it looks like that is the correct one. The correct runway. That's what the EasyJet's using, so sounds nice. So 37 miles to Pell off, and then after that, Osvix. Number of waypoints. I mean, how long is it till descent now? Can't be too long. Half hour. Okay, exactly half hour till descent. Where's our descent then? Where are we actually descending? We're descending just after Raksad. Is that in Serbia's airspace? There's Raksad. Hour and 13 into the flight. Yeah, so Raksad is literally just out of Serbia's airspace, and it's just after Raksad, isn't it, that we're descending? So yeah, it's out of Serbia's airspace. Just. It's literally on the border, actually, so we're not going to have any ATC for that. It's so quiet on frequency. I'm just thinking, like, hang on a minute, we're meant to be on, like, ATC here, but it's quiet. Really quiet. It's quite old almost, really. According to what's it called? Like Active Sky, we should be down in 45 minutes. Obviously, the route Active Sky's got is a very different route to the route we're actually flying today. So, it's the same route, but the arrival is different. So that's, you know, not to be taken seriously. Wind's looking okay. Is there no wind at the moment, or what? Like, I'm just looking now. Like, it's totally. There's no wind. Look, what's happened to the wind that normally shows up on here? That's not normal. Why has it disappeared? There's not no wind, surely. Oh, it's 325 at 3. That's why. It's literally no wind. So it's looking like it might not have too much wind then to deal with. No turbulence or anything like that either, so looking pretty good, isn't it, at the moment? Looking pretty good. Got a fair amount of traffic around on Vatsim. Yeah, so everything's looking pretty good for us today. No warnings or anything like that. So you can just continue as normal for now. Should get a weather update sometime soon in the next maybe 10 minutes. It's almost odd that this is like it's so quiet. Oh, there you go. There's a couple of planes now that have spawned in, heading for Thessaloniki. One is 350 miles away, direct. The other 450, and another one 770. However, we are like much less than that, 300 direct. So we'll be getting there before any of them leave. So it should be pretty quiet when we get there, I think. Who keeps trying to talk on this?
Romeo Alfa 17, 2-1 Golf, idemo ka Jakovu, tražimo spuštanje na 1000 feet.
Romeo 1-2 Golf, dozvod odobreno i vjetar 3606 čvorova, oba piste su aktivne.
Romeo Alfa 17, 2-1 Golf, preferiramo 3-0.
Romeo Alfa 2-1 Golf, u redu, javite levi downwind 3-0.
Javljamo DNV, javljamo levi položeni iz vetar Romeo Alfa 1 Golf.
It's not too, it's getting a bit louder there on frequency, it's getting a bit busier now, but still pretty quiet for
Aeroplot
us.
2051, leaving my sector, Unicom 128.
Unicom 128, thank you very much, goodbye. До свидания.
American Radar, hello, Vbird 058, flight level 370 with you.
Vbird 058, Belgrade identified.
I don't know, it's getting a bit busier now, our frequency, so not too bad, I guess. Got 180 nautical miles to go now until the top of descent. Yeah, still no wind. That's really odd. There's like literally like 3 nautical miles of wind, no, 3 knots of wind. Is it? Like, yeah, 5 knots now. I don't know why there's literally no wind today, but all the way up at, you know, like flight level, what is this? Like 370. Got no wind at all, so it's very interesting. By the looks of it, nothing ready from ATC. We're going direct here. All these waypoints pretty much straight ahead, so there's no point in getting any direct instructions from ATC. We're all good. 52 minutes into the flight. How long to go now? About 45 minutes-ish. So, not bad at all. As I said, we're looking good for fuel when we get down there and everything like that, so we should be pretty good. 7 playbacks on the stream today, so far it's been alright. The viewer ratings, been alright. So that's nice, I guess.
Right, there 710, leaving my sector, Unicom 128.
Contact Unicom. Thank you very much and bye bye.
So have we got some updated weather through? I don't think we have. We should do very soon because it's past and the new weather obviously came in 10 minutes ago, but we won't actually get that new weather for until a bit later. So looking nice out the window today, gotta say. Due into Thessaloniki about 2:05 in the afternoon, Zulu that is, so not bad at all. That will slip slightly as we are not going direct, remember. We've got quite the little detour when we land, thanks to all the procedures. Obviously flying past the airport and then back in on the RNAV. Actually, I haven't changed our approach speeds in a bit. There we go. Hope anyone watching is really enjoying the stream. I enjoy doing these streams, so it'd be nice if someone else is enjoying it too. everything's all good back here. Just 14 nautical miles from Auschwitz, and then, you know, continue on our route. Pretty good. Descending 158 miles from now, 21 minutes time, so not bad at all. Got no real restrictions on arrival, we're just above 11,000.
Romeo Alfa Van Golf na levoj poziciji niz vetar za pistu 3-0.
Romeo Alfa 2 Van Golf, hvala. Javite na final staza 3-0.
Javljamo final Romeo Alfa Van Golf.
If the winds pop back up now, so we actually have a little bit of wind now, not too much still. Very quiet around here, so nothing on our ticket council or anything.
GM6 Delta Victor, flight level 330 to Redva with you.
Agent 6 Delta Victor, identified, continue.
Thank you.
Sun Express 3 Echo Uniform, leaving my sector, Unicom bound to 8.
Back to Unicorn 1-2 decimal 8, Sunrise 3, Echo Uniform, thanks for wait.
So yeah, frequency's been, you know, a little bit busy, a little bit quiet, it's not too bad. I'll have a quick update now on what on earth is flying into Thessaloniki. We are still an hour ahead of the Cologne flight, and the other two haven't currently left yet, so nice and quiet by the looks of it. So yeah, once we go back to Unicom after this ATC, looks like we'll see any more ATC today. So, and we should get Unicom at Raksad, which isn't for another 100 miles maybe. That looks about 100 miles. Maybe a little bit more than 100 miles actually, could be. No, it's about 100 miles. 40, 80, 120 miles till we'll leave their sector. So we've still got ATC for a while yet, which is nice. Well, mate, this controller's been online about 2 hours and 20 minutes now. Like, they've been online for ages. Absolutely ages. Also, if you are enjoying the stream, be sure to, well, smash the like button, you know, let other creators know that, you know, let other people on YouTube know it's good content. It will, you know, share it out to the community, more likes. So that's great. If you are enjoying the content, be sure to come back on Saturday morning. We are doing some Greek island hopping on Saturday morning. Anyone watching? Great fun, Greek island hopping. Everyone likes it. Greek island hopping. We haven't done it. Actually, when did we last do it? I'll have a look on my channel now. But we last did it quite some time ago. It was about 5 months maybe ago. It was quite a while. Let's have a look when we last did it. Oh, longer than I thought then. There you go. Yeah, 6 months ago we did it. 6 months. We went from Athens to
Romeo Alfa Van Golf na finalu 3-0.
Romeo Alfa 2 Van Golf, vjetar 366 čvora, odobreno sletanje staza 3-0.
Odobreno sletanje na 3-0 Romeo Alfa Van Golf.
Good afternoon, Ace Freight 506 from
Ace Freight 506, Belgrade identified. Lufthansa 1286, leaving my sector, Unicom bound to 8.
Lufthansa 1286, switching to Unicom, 122.8, and thank you for your service, bye bye.
Tomjet 404, leaving my sector, Unicom bound to 28.
Unicom, Tomjet 404, thanks.
Yeah, it's not too busy this sector. We've got some ATC. Actually, it's 2:35, so we might have some updated weather. Not on Vatsim, Greece. Let's have a check of here. Where is it? Nope, we've still got weather for oh no, we have got the latest weather on here, have we? Yes, we have. We've got the latest weather. 250 at 8 knots. 1018. Temperature still 20 degrees. So the weather hasn't actually really changed at all. And Vatsim Greece website, yeah, hasn't updated currently, but oh, there you go. It just has now. So, oh, that's interesting. We are now using runway 16 down in. Oh, okay. I don't know why they've suddenly switched, but we are using runway 16. All right. Well, I'm happy to use runway 16.
Hello, good afternoon. 311 with you, flight level 360.
Okay, we'll switch.
Hello, 311. Belgrade squawk 535. Correction 5345.
5345.
That now then.
Sure.
We'll switch our arrival.
Austrian 9015, leaving my sector, Unicom bound to 28.
Unicom 122.8, thank you for the service and see you soon, Austrian 9015.
See ya, stay safe.
You too, stay safe.
That's interesting.
311 Belgrade identified.
It's kind of nice we've got that now. It's shortened our route by quite a bit, which is lovely. That's interesting, very sudden. But yeah, according to Vatsim Greece's website, we are now using runway 16. It does say it may differ, so we'll go ahead and check flight radar to see. I mean, I don't know, the thing is, you can't really check flight radar much at the moment. There's nothing in the air. Yeah, absolutely nothing in the air. Oh, there you go, there is a plane on approach. That's Cologne. No, that's not on approach, that's why. These planes have... Is this even Thessaloniki? It is Thessaloniki, yes.
Belgrade, loud emotion for Alpha Papa request.
Well,
there's nothing really in the area, unfortunately.
They request 15 minutes away from their flight deck.
Copy, abrupt contact.
I'll go back.
Right, so arrivals, there hasn't really been anything. Here you go, the last thing to arrive was an hour ago. That was the last thing to arrive. So we'll have a look at that. But the thing is, it was an hour ago, so the winds have changed since then, according to what we've had off this. And it used 3-4. But that, again, that was an hour ago, and since then it's updated, so I'd like to use 16, preferably. Because 16 is much easier for me. 16 is a bit better. It's quicker. But I don't know. I'd rather use 16, but it's whether we can actually use 16, really. I mean, according to this, it's 16 that they're using, but saying that, if you get 250, 250, and you've got 3-4 or 16, technically it's actually right in the middle, so it's a bit half and half. I'll check the ATIS. We won't be in range of that now, will we? I doubt we'll be in range of the ATIS on FSX, because the ATIS tends to be quite far out. The ATIS is 12755. So we'll try contacting the ATIS. Have we got anything? No, not yet.
Romeo Alfa 1 Golf 3-0 oslobodili, idemo ka generalnoj avijaciji. To se čuje.
GMS odobren, vola kafe, lit frequency.
Yeah, by the looks of it, we haven't really got anything, so... Oh, wow. rather use 1.6 because of how the airport is set up. So we'll definitely use 1.6 because I would rather use 1.6, and since there's nothing else arriving in there at the same time as us, it's a little bit irrelevant as to what runway we use. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy to use the other runway. Apparently there's an EasyJet going there. Oh, it must not be going to Thessaloniki, even though it says it is. There's an EasyJet that was meant to be going to Thessaloniki, but it's just cruised straight by. That's quite odd. Right, well, now I know that, I will go ahead and set our new minimums, whatever our new minimums will be. It will be lower, that's for certain, because an ILS is a much more stupid approach. Are we Cat 2? I don't think it really matters, does it? Cat 2 or Cat 1? I'm not really sure what we are, actually. Whether we're Cat 1 or Cat 2. Well, we'll go Cat 2. We'll say we're Cat 2. And that gives us a minimums of 164. And you can see that is so much lower, look, because we're using... Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'll set that to 1018. For later. Right, yeah, 164. Cool. Cool. And the restrictions are all the same. So, yeah. I'm hoping we do get to use 1.6, because as I've said, I'd rather use 1.6. Really. And since there's nothing else heading to Thessaloniki, that EasyJet that was meant to be going there doesn't look like it is anymore. And there's nothing else really in the area, so it makes sense we can use 1.6. So I'm just going to hope the winds don't shift the other way now, because we're going to start our descent quite soon then. In fact, actually no, we won't set this down until we contact, because now we will have to contact ATC most likely. So we should be descending in 38 miles, okay. Well, there we go. That's actually kind of nice. It has really, I think it has shortened our flight a little bit, which is nice. We've only got 27 minutes left now. We're going a lot more direct, basically direct to airport now, which, as I said, it is much better. So, you know, 1 out of 10, that's, no, 13:10 means we'll be getting there in about half hour. 27 minutes, so that shortens our flight time down quite considerably. It shortens it by about 5 minutes, which is nice. It's nice to just go straight into an airport, and we won't have a new weather now for another 20 minutes. So that weather is the weather we're using, I think. By the looks of it, it's the weather we're going to end up using. And we were given 1.6 originally, so maybe it makes sense in the end. When we were meant to take the FSK 1 Lima. Is that one that... Oh yeah, I forgot we have to tune this now. 110.3 and a course of 162. So we are taking the 1 Lima then, looking at this. We are, yeah. Yeah. So we're taking our original planned route now, rather than our other one. So maybe the thing that Simbrief gave us is right in the end, so... we'll crest descent in, well, not long now, maybe 3 minutes, 2 minutes, something like that. We are approaching the end of their airspace, so we might get an order to actually disconnect from their airspace before we end up descending, I don't know. We'll see. still no clouds down there. Look at that. It's lovely weather down there. It looks really nice. How long have we got to descent now? 20 miles. So in 10 miles we'll contact ATC and tell them that we need to descend. The frequency's actually been really quiet the last couple of minutes. Like, there's been nothing at all on there. That EasyJet, I don't think it's actually going to Thessaloniki. I'm not sure where it's going, but it's not going to Thessaloniki, that's for certain. We're an hour ahead of the Cologne flight, so it doesn't look like we're going to have anything from Cologne joining us. So it'll be very, very quiet, just us. There's one plane on the ground at the moment, AEO 767. It's got no route planned at the moment, so I don't know what runway it's using. Right, we'll contact them at 8 minutes till 8 miles to top of descent, because last time 10 miles was a little bit early to contact ATC. It took a bit, it was a bit too long. Hello, this is Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee requesting descent.
Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee, descent flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee. Okay, down to 130 for us today. So, I suspect by then we will be on Unicom, but yeah. Nautical miles to descend, so this thing should just start descending when it likes. Oh, we've had no later info, no, about the runways, nope. So I will be using 16. Hopefully, that's the right runway. It would be nice. There you go, starting our descent now. This thing will start off with a fairly quick descent at first, and then it sort of starts to slow down a bit more. And at Rakstad we do actually leave their airspace, so we've practically left Serbia's airspace now, so we should receive some sort of message in the next minute really, saying that we've left their airspace and to contact Unicom. Unicom is pre-tuned. I'll turn on the ATIS. The ATIS is actually already tuned, so we should get something from that. When we come in range of it, maybe. Right, we should have exited Serbia's airspace by now. We've just passed Rakstad, but obviously I think the ATC's airspace and the airspace that we have on Vatsim is slightly different, because they always tell you to contact them slightly early, and maybe things like handing you off at different points. Right, we'll set all brakes 2 for arrival. Let's check everything's all ready. Yeah. Cool. We'll activate the ILS frequency a little bit later. Right, we have now exited their airspace, but we haven't been told to go over to Unicom yet, so slightly confusing maybe this, that we haven't been told to go over to Unicom, but I'd expect to go over to Unicom in the next minute really.
Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee, leave my sector, Unicom 128.
Unicom 122.8, thanks for the ATC, Ryanair 5 Charlie Yankee. Cool.
Speed of 165, leave my sector, Unicom 128.
128 speed better.
Cool. So there you go, we're on Unicom, posted a message to say that we are expecting ILS 16. And obviously if we don't hear anything back on that, that means hopefully it should be pretty good. So it's nice, we've had some ATC today, so actually let's set this thing all the way down to ILS altitude now, so 2,560. Why is that so precise? We're setting 2,500 obviously. All the way down now. So we've now descended 10,000 feet. Now we might have had a weather update. I doubt it though. It's normally a bit late in, obviously. So at the moment we've got 250 at 8 knots is the wind down there, so we're going to have a bit of a crosswind, but hopefully not too bad of a crosswind. QNH down there, 1018 today, so I'll make sure we've got that pre-tuned, 1018 there, and then we'll set that at 6,000 feet. Absolutely no clouds, great visibility, so we should have some weather through in the next 10 minutes, but we might already be pretty much be on final by then, so who knows, in 10 minutes time we'll be at FSK actually, just passing FSK in 10 minutes time, and we've got 86 miles to go. Not that far to go then, and we haven't got a ground chart, have we? I don't believe. No, we haven't got a ground chart. I think the plan is we're going to vacate and then just head down to one of the stands. We have got a little chart of all the stands on here, so probably, well, since we're using this one now, we'll taxi way down here, taxi along there, whatever they're called, and then we'll probably park up at stand 10, gate 10 maybe gate 8, somewhere around there, I think. We might use one of the remote stands actually, so gate 8. Or gate 7 we'll probably use. So that's our plan for once we get down to Thessaloniki. So all we've got to do now is get this thing down to the ground. So we're passing flight level 230, so we should lose our contrail quite soon. Whenever that decides to disappear. There it is, it's gone. No more contrail. No clouds at all, so visibility is not going to be a problem on today's approach, I don't think. I haven't seen a single cloud all flight, really. It's been absolutely lovely weather. I mean, yeah, we might have a slight crosswind on landing, but apart from that, not bad weather at all. 2 planes now on the ground in Thessaloniki. However, nothing, I don't know, they haven't got a route, either of them, so I don't know what runway they're using, unfortunately. I'll send a message on Unicom once we pass 10,000 feet to say passing 10,000 feet for ILS 16, just so people down on the ground know. Actually, yeah, I'll just type it now. LGTS traffic. ETA is 1310 Zulu, and then add an hour to that, so 1410 Zulu, because, you know, it got it wrong. FSX got the time wrong by an hour, so my flight sim's an hour behind on UTC time. So hopefully anyone on the ground there knows now that I plan to be landing in about 15 minutes. Right, let's turn this down to 10 nautical mile range now, because we've got a couple of waypoints springing up on here now. Might have to descend slightly quickly after FSK, possibly. It's only 11,000 and we still have a decent bit to descend, so it should be okay. There's 18,000, that's not really significant to us. I'll turn on the seatbelt signs at Rugas. I don't know, it's just a good point to turn it on, really. Oh, there you go, one of the flights has just left, by the looks of it, although it hasn't got a flight plan still. I can't really tell which direction it's going in yet. I'll know once we get one more update, and that will sort of tell me what runway it's using, which might be quite helpful. Actually, you know what, let's just turn them on now, seatbelts, may as well. Check there you go, landing speed's all correct for now. We'll activate the ILS frequency, that's the wrong frequency, that one there. 110 at 110.3162, 110.3162, cool. Everything is all set, drag required apparently, although we're not off our glide slope, so I wouldn't say that yet. Surely. Alright, that plane, that plane definitely used 16 to take off, look at the direction it's going. So, by the looks of it, 16 is in use, which is good, because that means we're using the correct runway, which is nice. Oh, it's just changed to 34 now. Are you joking me? Well, I can't use 34 now, because we're already passing 15,000 feet on approach, so I'm not changing that now. It's because the wind is going back and forward between 250 and 260. It keeps changing every couple of, literally every single meta, it's changing. So, you know, what can you do? I'm using 16, so. Because there's no point in changing what runway we're using now, so. Because that plane did use 16, the one that just left like a minute ago is using 16, so that's the one I'm going to go ahead and use. Right, we might need to start slowing down now. Actually, there's a little green dot here where we slow down. Yeah, look, it's giving me a little warning there saying steep descent after FSK. I know that is definitely a steep descent, but that's the restriction for your game, so sorry. My plane has to live with that one, I guess. Right, out comes the speed brakes to get ourselves slowed down. Luckily this thing is descending really slowly anyway, so we've got plenty of time to slow down. In fact, its slow descent rate means it's actually just slowing down naturally, so we should be okay for now. Check this isn't until a bit later. We'll use speed brakes some more now. Get this thing slowed down just like a little bit more. Right, there's 11,000, so this thing's going to have to stay at 11,000 now. At FSK. Because we're not allowed down any lower. And then we're going to have to start, it's going to be maybe a bit of a quick descent now. So I'm definitely going to use the help of the speed brakes to do this. Because it's quite a sharp descent now. It's not too bad actually, I think we're doing okay. I think the plane's doing alright with it, so oh well. Right, on goes the landing lights. There you go, I can see our ILS, so we'll turn that down to 10 knots mile range now. Right, in go the speed brakes, and yeah, this thing, actually, let's keep the speed brakes going for this arrival, as we have got a bit of a, yeah, it's saying descent path unachievable. We'll wait and see on that plane. I think we can achieve it okay. I don't know, apparently we've just hit our decel point, although, yeah, that's not happening for a bit yet. Yeah, it's a bit of a sharp descent now, but yeah, this thing's going to ease itself off a bit now. We're okay. QNH 1018, I think, still. Yeah, even at the latest weather, 1018. So that's what we're going to go ahead and set. You know what? Let's chuck in. I'll chuck in flaps 2 to help get this thing slowed down. Otherwise, it's not going to slow down. So. But this thing's going to start slowing itself down now. I'd rather it just got on with its descent, really. Because we are now a bit off course with our descent, because this thing just wants to slow down. It's more interested in slowing down than it is actually descending. It's, yeah. 24 miles to go now. It's going to keep moaning at me to say we have an unachievable descent path, but well, it would have been nice if the plane could have, you know, kept it up. We are now 1,200 feet too high thanks to this thing just wanting to slow down. I put in the flaps to help us, just to help us get on the ground, like to help us slow down basically, so we can get, not slow down, to help the plane get below 250 knots. But unfortunately with this plane, once it sets itself a target speed, it just wants to meet that target speed. It's all it wants to do. It's not, it's yeah, that's basically all it focuses on. So well, we've got to be above 3,500 feet at this next waypoint anyway. I'm hoping this thing can start racking up the descent rate a bit. It is cool. To get ourselves back on course. However, this thing is still choosing to be really slow in its descent, unfortunately, which means it isn't really catching up that much. And even worse, we're approaching 6,000, and then once I set the QNH, I think we will go slightly higher as well. So we'll have even more to do to get down on the ground then. Let's set it now. Right, QNH 1018. It's only made us a little bit higher. Maybe 200 feet higher. There's 6,000 feet. Come on, plane. You can do this. Right, we're almost established on the ILS. When we are, we'll post a message in Unicom to say that we are. Just pre-typed it out there, ready. Right, these can go into continuous. Let's get our runway turn-offs on now. And prepare this thing for landing. So, engine start switches in continuous, free call, speed brake, we need to arm, auto brake is set, landing gear and landing lights. So we need to wait for... Obviously I will wait a bit for the... but yeah. Here we go, right, turn on approach now. As we are approaching our... There we go, we've hooked onto the glide slope and the localizer. Right, let's arm our spoilers. Oh, there you go, they're using runway 16, that plane is. They might have to wait for me, I think, that plane that's leaving. It's using runway 16, that plane. Right, let's set this down to our approach speed of 134. Just give that a check. Okay, 133 now. Actually, I can only set flaps 10, I forget. Otherwise this plane's going to moan at me because I haven't put out the gear. Right, this thing's going to start slowing down now and we'll take manual control after FI16. Right, what's our go-around altitude? It's 3,500, so we'll set that in there. Because it's pretty relevant now, because we're just following a glide slope. Yeah, I actually kind of recognise this airport, really. It's kind of odd, considering we haven't flown here for quite some time. Right, let's get GSX sorted out. So we are using... Oh, does it not know what any of the gates are? Gate 5 or 6 we'll use. Okay. Let's use that then. Gate 5, is it? Gate 5 and Gate 6. We'll use Gate 6. Go on. Swissport. And there we go. Right, we're approaching the runway almost now, so... This thing's managed to slow itself down, actually. Even at this level. How long's it to the runway? 8 miles still. Oh, we're a bit far off. I'll post that in there now, just in case the guy who is on the ground now wants to take off. I don't know. It's his discretion, that. Hopefully, you know, maybe not. Thinking about it, it might be a bit more of a smart idea. But wait and see. Right, gears coming down and flaps full. And I'll let the auto throttles adapt to that, and then I will get ourselves on the ground. Oh, the airport's weather's just changed again, apparently. They are still using, I don't know, I don't really know anymore. Right, flaps set full. Everything is all ready for our arrival, so let's go ahead and take control of the aircraft. There we go, my aircraft. And no wind at the moment, according to this, so a bit different to what was forecast. And my throttles. Cool. Let's get this thing on the ground. We're 6 nautical miles out now, so... You can see everything on the ground now. It's like... Oh! Oh! Looks quite cool. Right, here we are approaching the airport. We're slightly too high. So, I don't know, well, I think I'm happy with it being slightly too high though, because we always end up being slightly too low by the end of it. Nice view over the water. Okay, passing 1,300 feet now. The runway's clearly in sight. Has that plane taken off or is it deciding to wait? It's still on the ground at the moment, so... Right now, if it wants to take off, it couldn't. So, it better not. I don't know, according to the glide slope, we're too high, but I wouldn't say we are. I'm wondering about that glide slope, though, how accurate it is. Because if you're one of those glide slopes that it's like, you're too low, and then we'll get to the runway, and it'll be like, you're too high. Because you get that quite often. Because according, I mean, my vision says otherwise. Like, what I'm looking at says we're pretty much on target. So, I'm not really sure what it's on about. No wind at all at the moment, really, so that's pretty nice. Right, we're onwards to the runway now.
500. 4.
There's the plane that's taking off.
300.
I saw it a minute then. I can't see it anymore.
200.
There it is again. It just spawns in last minute, right. Yeah, the glide slope was a bit broken there. Minimums
100.
continue. We are a little bit high actually, which is quite funny.
40. 30. 20.
Down, get down plane.
10.
Right, there we go, minus 175. Right, reverse is coming in. No, out, reverse is coming out. Knots, reverse is coming in. Manual brakes, auto brakes off. Right, oh, a bit of a sharp brake there to get ourselves vacated. Flight time 1 hour 36 minutes today. Hello and welcome everyone. Right, flaps coming in. Spoilers up. Everyone, hello and welcome to Thessaloniki.
Use caution when opening overhead bins, as luggage may have moved around during...
Cool. Everyone, hello and welcome to Thessaloniki. Flight time 1 hour 36, so about 3 minutes quicker than originally planned. Not bad at all, that. Not bad at all. So, there we go. Sharp-ish turn. Cool. Right. Landing lights off, runway turn-offs off, taxi lights on, APU on. Start switch is back to the off position, and there we go, everyone. Hello and welcome. Now, hopefully, I've set gate 6 on here, so we taxi up here and then in there. Yeah, there's our gate. So we'll taxi along here and then in, I think, is what we'll do. We haven't been here in Thessaloniki for quite some time, so I think it's nice to be back, isn't it? So, you know, probably one of the first airports I've been back to that isn't like in the UK. We're only back there because I fancied doing some more Greek island hopping actually. So, right, here we go, approaching the taxiway. We turn to the right here. There goes the plane. Looks like an ATR or something. It's a Dash 8. Okay. Right, there we go. AP power is coming on, and we will go ahead and turn off our TCAS. Welcome everybody. Hope you had a good flight, everybody. There we go, taxi to the left here, and then it's in down Echo, I think we'll go, and then there's our gate up here. Maybe actually we should have taken a different taxiway in. Oh well. We'll have to go all the way around now by the looks of it. Or maybe not. Pretty good flight that. Not bad in the end, eh? Not bad at all. At the end of it, we are here on the ground. Right, approaching the stand. No, this is our taxiway here. We'll taxi in this way and then head off into that gate there. So, taxi to the right here. Minus 175, not bad landing at all. What did Smart Car say? Minus 176. Slight disagreement there, but only by 1 FPM. So yeah, lovely landing actually. Minus 175. So a little bit floaty. Could have been down a bit earlier. Really, we were slightly too high in the end. So after all me criticising the glide slope, look at it. I ended up being too high. It's quite funny, really, when you look at that. But oh well. We made it down, it was a smooth enough landing. I don't know why our marshaller is inside the building, so we won't get any marshalling instructions from him today. I don't think. Oh well. But what I'll do, I'll try and line ourselves up and then go a bit too far forward, which is what GSX would want. Right, park it here. Let's see what GSX says about this. It's probably going to say that I did absolutely appalling parking. Right, flight rep has come off as well. This can go out at 6,000. Right, I don't know. I probably will get something really appalling from GSX now about my parking. Like that wasn't very good parking. I'm definitely going to get something like that, but I don't really mind since we didn't have any real direction yet. A bit too short and to the left, not too bad, is it? Considering we didn't have any directions. Right, chocks on, off with the parking brakes. Ground power on, so we'll go ahead and turn off the APU. And open all the doors now. Cool. Hello everyone, and welcome to our final destination for today, which is Thessaloniki. Let's get everything turned off now. Window heats and all that coming off. May as well just do a full shutdown of our plane. Fuel pumps off, taxi light off, collision light off, everything like that off. Why can't I do anything? There you go, that's better. Seatbelt signs coming off. And there we go. Hello everyone and welcome to Thessaloniki. I really enjoyed the flight. Let's go ahead and stop our block time there. Block time 1 hour 48 minutes. Not too bad at all, if I don't say so myself. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. And cool. Cool. That is us. On the ground, guys. Not too long flight in the end, eh? Right, disconnect from Vatsim. Let's get off that and we'll stop our flight on here. Flight time duration according to Smart Cars 1 hour 36 minutes, pretty accurate. So not bad in the end, not bad at all. So let's go ahead and do a full shutdown of the plane now.
You too.
And we'll reset GSX as well. So standby power's coming off as well. The plane should basically be off now.
Hi, hello.
I'll go ahead and disarm the emergency lights, and there we go. That is a full cordon dart of this aircraft. Right, reset position of GSX, and there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, there's something still making a sound, although it does appear to always make a sound. There's something in this aircraft that does. Everything's coming off. Every single thing's coming off. Right, we'll go ahead and disconnect actually. We'll disconnect the ground power. And then go, everything is all off now. I don't think anything's left on, is it? Cool. That is everything, I believe. And there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I hope you really enjoyed it, actually. I certainly did. So, there we go. Go ahead and close the doors. Shift E2. Alright, we can only shut that one then, apparently. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I hope you really enjoyed today's flight. I certainly did. Yeah. You know, I do enjoy a bit of FSX, obviously. So remember, tune in again on Saturday morning for... Yeah, tune in on Saturday morning for some wonderful Greek island hopping in an Aegean A319, and then definitely join on Sunday morning 8:30 AM. We're going to be doing flying around Canada between Juneau and Yellowknife in a teeny little 737-600 WestJet livery. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's flight. I certainly did. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.